Good morning. I think I'm going to call this Anticipation, the Excitement Builds. Today is the day that I speak again at the New Way, first time since January something, 23rd or whatever it was. I don't remember the exact date. But this is a message that's actually been building in me over the past few days especially, even after I gave the title some weeks ago. And of course, I'm not going to give that talk right now because that's not. You'll hear that when I post it up on YouTube and Facebook. But it's a powerful message that Spirit has given me to deliver about awakening to our spiritual gifts or our divine gifts. I want to share with you one of the emails that I received this morning when I got up. In fact, it's less than an hour ago that it came through on my computer. And it's from a YouTube channel, Waterton Rivers. That's Waterton Rivers. And here's his comment on the video from yesterday, Miracles in a Modern Age. He or she wrote, I see this paradigm shift as a probability of two tracks. One, it could be based in the form of pulling back of the veil of deception, i.e., that is, restoring a constitutional republic. Two, the other part of me sees this ninth wave as being an exponential jump in consciousness where we humans who are awake to the potential within create a whole new reality here on planet Earth. Exclamation point doubled. I don't know who you are, Waterton Rivers, but wow. You've just shared it with a wider audience than perhaps you thought when you emailed me. And as this awakening occurs, somehow this message that Spirit is giving me is going to go crazy. But for me this morning, the anticipation of the day ahead is building to a crescendo of excitement as I'm beginning to see that potential within. Not just me, not just us who are now awake, but to the human family that is awakening. And let me tell you, folks, this is going to be an exciting ride. I mean, forget roller coasters and forget amusement parks where you get spun around and twirled and almost feel like vomiting sometimes. All of those sensations you may feel in this ninth wave, but this is no ride. Well, sort of it is. It's called, the amusement park is called the Matrix, and we're all on it together. And we didn't pay anything for an admission as far as money, but there's certainly an admission price that we all paid, or we wouldn't be here now. I mean, we got the privilege of coming here at this time and going through this process called the ninth wave of the evolution of consciousness together, where all the underworlds, all the unconsciousness throughout the linear history of our planet all comes to fruition at this very time and this very day and this very period of our evolution. And for me, as I'm sitting here and I'm allowing, hear that, I am allowing the pieces to come together within me. And that's a process each of you has to do. I can't do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to allow the pieces to come together. You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, as I am being challenged to do in my personal life, and do something that you've never done before. To live your life in a way that you've never lived it before. And as I'm willing to do that, and as I'm stepping out more and more, and as I'm being challenged more and more to step out further and further, yes, I feel fear at times. Yes, I feel doubt at times. Yes, I feel anger at times. But what it really translates to is excitement. It's excitement. The anticipation of what I see occurring. And again, I don't know the exact how. Waterton Rivers gives two excellent possibilities. But right now, all possibilities exist within each of us and within all of us as a collective. All the possibilities are here right now. We still have the possibility of destroying the whole thing and starting over again. I don't see that that's the one we're going to choose. In fact, I'm almost 100% positive it's not. That we're going to transmute all of those prophecies of doom and all of the fear-mongering that's been going on our planet for millenniums, but especially in our day and age. I mean, it has reached a crescendo pitch in our generation, in our day and age. It has reached a crescendo. And oh, the anticipation some of us are feeling. And the excitement that we're feeling. Those of us that are embracing the changes because we are choosing to embrace the changes. I mean, it's translating today for me into excitement. I mean, I have days where it's the opposite. Not very many anymore, thank God. But that's because I'm allowing myself to feel everything. I'm not putting up roadblocks and saying, well, I'm not going to allow this because it's negative. Hear me. Hear me. I'm not blocking anything. I'm allowing the feelings to come up. I'm allowing the messages from my soul to come forth. And they do come forth in their time. You can't force messages from the soul. You can't force visions. You can't force dreams. They happen when they're supposed to happen, in the divine timing of your personal life and my personal life. They do happen. Had a conversation last night with a lady from Washington. We finally connected on the telephone. She and her husband have been watching my videos for some time now, and he's gone from being an atheist to saying, I wonder what lesson I'm supposed to learn in this, which was an amazing thing. And I appreciated hearing the comments of, I only talked to the lady half of it, but what she shared of her husband's journey has been incredible in and of itself. But one of the things we were talking about is how do we reach a balance between sharing what's happening in the world and not feeding the energy of it. And we talked about some personalities that are greatly influencing our world today. One of them I brought up was Alex Jones. There was a time, I mean, I really was into everything Alex Jones was putting out, and I've probably seen several of his videos, including when he went to the Bohemian Grove and snuck in. But in any case, Alex Jones still, and I haven't been listening to him like I used to, because all that I was getting was he's just spreading the fear. He's not giving solutions. And she brought up David Icke, and she sees David Icke as I was seeing Alex Jones. But David Icke has always, to me, he's always given the way out, or at least a lot of what he teaches. He's provided us the way out. So anyway, these are heroes. I want you to know that I see both of them and all of the people that have this message of waking people up to what's going on in our world, even if it's on the fear side. It's all part of the process. And I want you to see that, and I want you to get it. And if we embrace the whole thing, here's the key. When we embrace the whole thing, it's all good. It's only not good, and again, that's just an experience that we're going to have. It's only not good when we're on the light side trying to shut out the dark, or on the dark side trying to shut out the light. We're not willing to embrace everything, and therefore we're not going to get it. You're not going to get it if you're on one side or the other and polarizing against the other side. You're not going to get it. It won't make sense to you. The only way it's going to make sense is if you take the Buddhic middle path. Is if you stop being attached to one side or the other and you start living in the place of unconditional love in between the two, bringing balance to both. You're bringing them both within you. And you're centering the extremes within yourself, and you're grounding them in your life human experience that you're having right now, this lifetime, not previous lifetimes, not future lifetimes, but the now lifetime. You're bringing them into harmony right now. And when you begin to do that, all of the emotions on both sides are going to come forth. Because that's the human experience. Emotion, we have emotions. And a lot of people say we've got to learn to control our emotions. No, it's not about controlling our emotions. It's about allowing our emotions and seeing the good in the so-called negative ones and seeing the potential evil, if you will, in the so-called positive ones. And what is the evil? Again, it's separating from the opposite. There is no separation. This is unity consciousness. It's what the ninth wave is all about. And so if you can sense my excitement this morning, you're right. You're right, absolutely. There's great anticipation in what's going to happen today as I share this message that God has given me and put on my heart. And I'm going to share it with those of you that can't be with me in Cocoa, Florida this morning. I'll share it as soon as I get the video able to go up online. But I'm excited. And I thank you this morning for sharing my excitement with me. And may you catch it. I hope it's contagious and every one of you catches it and spreads it. I mean, I really hope this thing goes viral because it will. Because it will. And I don't mean this video. I mean these ideas that I'm sharing. The experience of what I'm sharing. I hope it goes viral, and I believe it will. And I know we're in a time of great change, and this is the ride of our lives. Thank you for joining me on the ride. Namaste. God bless you. Have a fantastic day, because it's going to be a beautiful one, wherever you are. Bye.